What's going on, family? Welcome to the I'm a Lot at Times podcast. This is the first clip or first episode of season 4. I'm the host, dlouthetruth,
Let's take flight.
Jayhawk.
and this is the I'm a Lot at Times podcast, man. Been a couple of weeks since we've been able to get together. Been a lot that's been going on these past couple of weeks. Take flight. His birthday just passed. I don't want to put his birthday actually day out there, but now how was your birthday, man? How was that?
It was cool, man. It was a vibe, man. Just chill with my girl for the most part. What we do? Caught that tank fight, for sure. Caught the
We getting
little
into that later.
tank
We
Lamont
getting into that.
fight. Went to a little spot with my girl, my son, and then what I do the next day? Oh, we went to like a little lounge to catch a Laker game. It was a cool little spot in Hollywood. It was like a little lounge bar. Had some cool little food and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I went to definitely one of my little spots at Century City Mall, like Javier's, cool little
Yeah.
Mexican spot. But it was cool.
Yeah.
I was just kicking it. I was just trying to get some good grub for the most part. Like, I mean, I could, we can get everything we want for ourselves pretty much. And it's like ain't nobody really giving us no gifts. But Ashani, my girl hooked me up for sure.
That's what's up, man. You
It was
got
cool.
any shout out to sis, man, for that. You got any goals for this birth year, man? Anything you trying to accomplish this birth year?
Same. It's not the same goal. It's just a better goal. Like the
Yeah.
same, do the same thing better. Everything I'm doing, just do it better. And better don't mean quantity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just do it more quality.
That's
And
right.
it's like live better. Just try to be more focused on things and be more patient.
Yeah.
Just get better at everything.
That's what's up, man. Birdman, you know what I'm saying? I know we talked about it before on the pod. You got a little one on the way and stuff like that. This past week, man. What'd you get into this past weekend?
This baby moon stuff that evidently is new to me. It's something new with babies every year. If it ain't gender reveals and baby moons and
Baby moons is lit, bro. I done had a baby moon.
it was cool. We slept most of the time. It was tired.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we needed though.
Hey, sleep be a vibe sometimes.
Exactly. You wake up, eat breakfast, take a nap, watch a movie, eat lunch, take a nap. It was good to relax though. You know, it's funny because sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation, or you need to just go on vacation just to relax. So it's actually cool just to go somewhere and just relax and not do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It was actually
what's
perfect.
funny? Since we own that, I want to kick off something I want to introduce to the show, man. It's a segment called, well, this is the catch up, but it's also something that I want to introduce to the show called What Had Happened Was. And it's like, when one of us bring up a topic and the other one got a story that, something similar to that or whatever, then you could just tell you what had happened was. So it's funny that you said that, because it kind of reminded me, like you saying you were asleep the whole time. It kind of reminded me of this time that me and Bree had went on like a little trip to Palm Springs. And what had happened was, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to be going out there for just like a day. Like we was going out there for a day, a night, and we was gonna leave. We was gonna spend time out there the whole day the next day, and we was gonna come back, right? And so, we got out there. I had took my Impala. This one I had Junebug, and it was Junebug was that was my transportation, you know what I'm saying? So I pushed it to Palm Springs. Was overheating. I was running that heater the whole time. We was pushing through the desert, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
It's a dangerous mission.
Hey, it was Baecation, and you couldn't tell me shit. So look, I was working at it was funny because I was working at NYK through a temp agency, bro. So that was like a warehouse job, right? And I had just got my paycheck. My shit was like $145, right? And I was just like, cool, that's enough for the room. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So we got the room, you know what I'm saying? So we got out, you feel me? So we got out there. Crazy story. Like it was so hot, the crickets was like, fuck outside, bro. The room that we had on the bottom, it was like 10,000 crickets in there, right? And so it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not even lying. It was crazy. And so I'm not really a fan of I wasn't a fan of change. I'm a lot different now. Like I ain't even eat seafood growing up, but I eat seafood now and shit like that. It's fire too. But like I wasn't really big on chains, so I'm like, oh, it's cool. You know, I'm like kicking the crickets out the room and shit, you know. And so Bree like, nah, she like, nah, I can't do this. They gotta go. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get up out of here. And so we ended up changing rooms. Went to Olive Garden that night. You know what I'm saying? Came back. You know what I'm saying? We was just chilling, watching TV and shit like that. We woke up the next day, ate breakfast there for free, and I'm like, I was enjoying just being away from everybody and everything so much. I was just like, man, you want to try to get another room? I mean, you want to try to stay for another night? And she like, I don't know. Like, nigga, I'm talking about we was down to like, you know what I'm saying? Like every dollar counted, right?
Rubbing quarters.
On everything. So we get to calculate. I'm like, I got a full tank already. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, how much the room? So we look at the room. We put our little chips together. It leave us with like $20 after we pay for the room, right? So we like, fuck it, let's do it. So we do it. We go to Subway. We get 2 foot-long sandwiches, right? I get the
$5 footlongs.
Yes, we get 2 foot-long sandwiches. We go hit Albertsons. We get like a big ass bag of Ruffles. And you know what I'm saying? We both get like 2 big Crystal Geyser bottles, like the tall ones or whatever, right? And we thugged it out. And it was cool, man, because to your point, like sometimes you go on vacations or baby moons and all that kind of shit. And like leading up to it, you got all these plans. You like, when we get there, we're gonna go to the store, then we gonna go here, we're gonna go there and shit. And sometimes you go on vacation, you spend all that bread and you just sleep, dog. And we was really just chilling, dog. We wasn't doing shit. But it felt good just being away from everything. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a little story.
You know what's crazy about that story though?
What's up?
Think about Bree.
How
old was you? How old?
I was like 18. I was like a fresh 19 actually.
Okay, 18, 19. So it's a little different. But just think how many chicks is gonna deal with a dude that's working at a warehouse through a temp agency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That barely got enough for the room.
Yeah.
Got a tank of gas, gonna eat a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
And some chips and just stuck it out with you.
Yeah.
And now you've been married how many years?
We've been married going on 14 years.
14 years. 3 kids.
Yeah.
With a damn good job.
Appreciate it.
So,
you know, it's funny.
For the ladies that's listening,
yeah,
don't think you about to get a finished product when you're dating a dude. Sometimes it take a couple years.
Man, say that, Bird, man. Go ahead, preach, dog. Say
for
that.
Real.
Nah, man.
It's like, because I ain't trying to go to Olive Garden. I ain't trying to go to the Red Lobster.
Yeah.
You better take me here.
Yeah.
And Bree got a husband that's hard fucking working, and she been able to, you know, finish and get her degree and just ride by you. So that's a lot.
That's love, bro. You know, a lot of those compliments go to both of you guys as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they say it take a village to raise a child, man. But I think honestly, like that village got to be solid, and I'm just fortunate enough to be solid. I mean, surrounded by so many solid individuals, and we talked about this before, you know, with our dads and the men in our lives and shit like that. But it's just a standard, man. Like, you know, we grew up fast where we came from. I was just a young, ambitious dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, not everybody was on board with, you know, the whole getting married young thing and having kids and shit. But I just know what I wanted in life, and I went for what I wanted, and it's working out for me. And you know, and shout out to God, man, for real, because it's a lot of people that want that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't always work out that way. You know, it take 2 to tango. So I am definitely grateful for my partner. Just, you know, moments like those kind of was, you know, to Hog Point, you know what I'm saying? Moments like those really, really like those moments really matter. You know what I'm saying? To me, being the man that's courting, it's just kind of like, yo, like, damn, like I could really throw an idea out there that's cheap as fuck. And like, you know what I'm saying? And she cool with it just because we chilling together. It's like, you know, and what Birdman is saying is right. It's not just me, but it's like, hey man, a lot of times, you know, it's hard out here, like, you know, for men, but we can't complain about it. We can't really, you know what I'm saying? You know, people tell you in a heartbeat, shut the fuck up and do what you got to do. You a man. So we accustomed to that. Like, hey, it's a funny thing, bro. I don't want to make it about me. Anybody else got a what had happened story that y'all want to share before I go into this next topic? I know we all got one of them stories.
I'm good right now. I'm good.
Not right now. When the time arrives.
Man, I just I don't know. You know, most people really like shy about talking about this kind of shit, but Man, dog, like last week I had a little moment and you know, I was thinking about pops and shit. I was at work chirping. I was having little heart flutters and shit. And I was just like, man, like, you know what's going on, whatever. So chopped it up with my supervisor, man. We had a little heart to heart, solid cat. And you know, he was telling me about this little, you know, some of the services uh that's for us, you know, workers, whatever. So yeah, man, I'm excited to say, bro, that Monday, man, I'm having my first session with a therapist, dog. I'm
That's
going to
cool.
therapy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty excited about it. You know, some people really like I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. Like I'm an open book, but at the same time, like, man, I'm one of those people who enjoy learning. I enjoy learning new things. Like, and I was telling my boy this earlier, like, I'm not the kind of person that like, cause he was like, yo, you could go to YouTube for like, we was talking about a whole different topic. He was like, you know, you could go to YouTube. I was talking about going back to school for carpentry. He's like, you know, you could go to YouTube and like watch videos. So I was like, yeah. I was like, but wouldn't it be cooler to like go to a carpenter and like have that carpenter teach you like carpentry? You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those people who like to go to the source. Like if I'm trying to get into DJing, I'm pulling up on Ken with a turntable, like, all right, what this button mean? All right, how I do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Hawk noticed I got videos of me, like us going to the beach, and he like, all right, like what you trying to do? I'm like, yo, you the trainer, bro. Like every time we worked out together, I tell Hawk in a heart, hey, you the trainer.
Take
And
the lead.
it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying, I was being lazy with it, because he know for a fact if he was like, hey, you know, you lead the workout today, like okay, no problem. But I just like going to the source for learning new things. And so it's like, you know, I think talking to a therapist is gonna be a dope experience for me. And I'm gonna tell y'all how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, a lot of people in our community unfortunately feel like therapy is like whatever they feel. You know, I done heard it all, but I don't care what people think. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
It gotta be like that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be
Since we,
beneficial.
No, it's gonna be cool. It's
absolutely,
gonna be cool.
absolutely,
It's gonna be
bro.
a good
Like
experience.
absolutely, because it's just no strings attached. And it's just kind of like, yo, let's talk, you know, stranger. And it's just like, yo, check it out. You actually want to listen. It's not like I'm just talking to a cat on the bus or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let's get into one of these topics since we talking about like schooling and stuff like that.